Thanks for coming along.
Thank you for having me, Alex.
Mr. Sam Wright. What do you do? Who are you?
Who am I? I'm Sam Wright. I direct the MadeAdelaide, which is responsible for a variety of events and festivals that kind of happen here in Adelaide, and I also work on other people's festivals interstate.
Who were you before you started?
Before I started, I was a drummer. I grew up in Barossa Valley, and I decided to opt out of be the kind of struggling musician and opt for helping the struggling musician to do some good and create some really interesting projects.
Can you explain to me, I guess, the ins and outs of what you do in MadeAdelaide, and sort of, I know you're sort of well known for Moving Music Festival, Band on the Boat. You've had a bit of success recently on Bust the Big Trees. What's the ins and outs of what you do in this station?
The ins and outs, well, I'm basically responsible for all aspects of running those events. So I direct them creatively, I produce them. I also do the marketing, the publicity, the operations, and then I have a great production team as well that work with me on the event. And then we work with amazing artists and make these visions come to life, and that's essentially us. Generally, it always starts with just a seed idea, something simple, like we love the idea of working in a forest. What will that actually look like? And why would we go there? And what would one expect to find in a forest if they did go there, if they went to one of our events? We do a bunch of stuff. I watch a lot of films, so I take a lot of inspiration from films and see my events almost like a start and a finish of a world where you enter into the world and there's no it's just like a timeline of being in that world, and then you leave it and it no longer exists for you.
And obviously there's a lot of personal sacrifice when it comes to devoting yourself to these sorts of things?
I don't really see it as a personal sacrifice. I think a personal sacrifice would not be to do it. It's obviously something I'm energized about. I like doing it. Couldn't imagine doing anything else, but if I was doing something else, that would probably be the sacrifice.
And why Adelaide? Why the city? Why the city?
Why not Adelaide? It's such a livable city. It's easy to get around. It's easy to live in, cheap, but also it's just hardwired with good people that are easily connected to, like, you join the dots so easily without even trying. So for us, it's just a great kind of platform to project ideas from.
Where would someone who wanted to give you a high five or give you a hug, where would they find you next?
The next thing we're doing is Moving Music, and it starts in Adelaide Railway Station, makes its way out to Port Adelaide and comes back to the railway station on January 10. So come to the railway station and give us a high five there. We'll be there.
Fantastic, awesome. But thanks for coming to my boat.
Thank you for having me. Land ahoy.
We'll get you home.